1st of March 2026. The Middle East has plunged into one of the most dangerous crises in modern history. What began as a massive joint military operation by the United States and Israel against Iran has now escalated into direct, open warfare. In the early hours of February 28, U.S. and Israeli forces launched coordinated strikes deep inside Iranian territory. The targets included nuclear facilities, ballistic missile bases, air defense systems, and most critically high-level leadership compounds in Tehran. Iranian state media has now officially confirmed the devastating news. Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, the man who has ruled the Islamic Republic with absolute authority since 1989, has been killed at the age of 86. Several top commanders from the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, including the defense minister and key military figures, were also reported killed in the initial wave of attacks. In response, Iran has declared 40 days of national mourning. Crowds have gathered in Tehran and other major cities, some in grief, others in rage, chanting against the United States and Israel. But mourning quickly turned to retaliation. Starting early on March 1, the IRGC launched large-scale barrages of ballistic missiles and drones targeting multiple locations. In Israel, missiles struck areas around Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. Air raid sirens echoed across the country. While many were intercepted, several broke through, causing damage to buildings, killing at least one civilian woman, and injuring over 100 people. At the same time, Iranian missiles hit U.S. military facilities across the Gulf region, including the U.S. 5th Fleet headquarters in Bahrain, the massive Udeid air base in Qatar, sites in Kuwait, and reports of strikes near the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia. Explosions were heard in Dubai and Doha, triggering panic, flight cancellations, and the shutdown of major airports across the region. Iranian officials claim they targeted 27 U.S. bases in total, describing this as the most extensive and direct retaliation in the country's history. The United States and Israel have not backed down. Fresh waves of airstrikes continued into March 1, hitting remaining Iranian missile stockpiles, air defenses, and other military infrastructure. President Donald Trump addressed the nation, warning that if Iran continues its attacks, the United States will respond with overwhelming force never seen before. He described the death of Khamenei as justice and openly stated that one of the goals is regime change to dismantle Iran's nuclear and missile programs and give the Iranian people a chance to break free from what he called tyranny. This is no longer a shadow war fought through proxies. It is now a direct, multi-front conflict involving Iran on one side and Israel backed by the United States and some Gulf allies on the other. The fallout is spreading rapidly. Oil prices are surging due to fears that the Strait of Hormuz could be threatened or closed. Airspace over much of the Middle East is in chaos, with dozens of airlines canceling flights and major hubs disrupted. The United Nations has called an emergency session, with Russia and China condemning the initial strikes as unprovoked aggression. Gulf states like Qatar, the UAE, and Bahrain, now directly impacted by missile strikes, are activating defenses and reporting civilian casualties. Inside Iran, a power vacuum has emerged. No clear successor to Khamenei has been publicly named yet, which could make the regime's next moves even more unpredictable and dangerous. Looking ahead, the situation remains extremely fluid. We could see a narrow window for de-escalation through back-channel diplomacy, perhaps via Oman or other mediators, though that seems unlikely in the current atmosphere of fury on both sides. More probable is a prolonged air and missile war. Ongoing strikes from Israel and the U.S. met with periodic Iranian barrages, turning into a costly, grinding stalemate. The worst-case scenario is full regional escalation with Hezbollah, the Houthis, Iraqi militias, and others joining openly, potentially disrupting global energy supplies and drawing in even more powers. Events are moving by the hour. This conflict has already changed the map of the Middle East, and it is far from over. If you're watching this, stay safe, stay informed, and I'll bring you the next major update as soon as it breaks.